Since the dawn of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, you've had complainers, whiners, crybabies, and the one thing that unified them all was crying about Ki Blast canceling in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And perhaps one of the biggest complainers, one of the biggest whiners in all of them, out of all of them, has been steedoj. Now, a lot of big YouTubers, obviously there is a skill curve. To be honest with you, just because you're a big Xenoverse YouTuber does not mean that you're good. In fact, I would say that 100% of the big Xenoverse YouTubers are not good at the game. Even at an intermediate level, they're just not good for some reason. I don't know how you invest thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of subs, but can't be bothered to be good at the game. That being said, one of the most hilarious arguments I've heard come from steedoj, specifically steedoj, was the crying about Ki Blast canceling. And yes, many people, many scrubs, many noobs to this day still cry about Ki Blast canceling. I want to set the stage here, right? That's like going into Tekken and crying about wave dashing or Korean wave dashing. The little thing that Mishimas do when they do the input for like the uppercut, and instead they use it as a cancel. Yeah, well, I think multiple characters do that. That's like going into Street Fighter and complaining about jumping and footsies and zoning. Like, it's an aspect of the game that's intended to be there. That's the whole point, right? So in Xenoverse 2, what kind of like it separates the chaff from the wheat is Ki Blast canceling. Typically, if you have a person that knows how to Ki Blast cancel versus a person who doesn't Ki Blast cancel, you already know what's going to happen in that situation. And we finally have clarity on Ki Blast canceling because steedoj, year after year, video after video, has been spreading misinformation about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And it's not just in regards to DLC, him lying about having sources and stuff coming into the game. No. He's been lying on the mechanics of the game and saying that Ki Blast canceling was never intended for Xenoverse 2. He spread the fallacy that it was a glitch, that people are abusing a glitch and all that. Well, you know, thanks to the modding community, one good thing that came out of them, you know, aside from like the character mods, as long as it's not a console mod, one of the good things that came from the modding community, specifically Unleashed Dawn over on Twitter, is that he discovered a set of options that the developers for Xenoverse 2 have access to when they create characters. And in that image, you can see that they have the options to check what they want you to be able to cancel into, out of. So essentially that means that they specifically set it up for you to be able to Ki Blast cancel out of specific animations. It is intended 100%. It sounds like steedoj needs to shut the hell up. Finally. I feel like this feels like such vindication for the true upper crust of Xenoverse 2. I Ki Blast cancel, I Ki Blast stun. It's one of those things that when you learn to do it, like it gives you a whole new access of mobility to the game. Instead of just relying on backflip or after image, it just gives you that ability to do a lot of different things. It's not just for the stun, it gives you the ability to move around, and for Xenoverse 2 not to just feel like such a stationary game. Now don't get me wrong, you got people that will go into abusing other things like hit Bardock with the little elbow thing, but again, we have evidence that this was completely intended. I want this to be a cautionary tale. Do not listen to random YouTubers. He spread that lie for so long that you cannot go on the Xenoverse 2 Reddit. You cannot go on Twitter You cannot have a endless battle option without some idiot somewhere whining just like steedoj. Oh, key blast cancels. They weren't even supposed to be in the game, so technically you're cheating. Oh, my pussy hurt. And that's what steedoj sounds like every live stream, every video. He's not the only one, but he's like been the most vivid complainer, the most candid complainer, the most vocal complainer. Well, it's over. It's been revealed. It is supposed to be a thing. My only, I just feel like Xenoverse 2 could use more cancels. I wish they would kind of look into like opening up more options for what you can do. I do feel like there's still limitations on mobility in this game. And I'm not talking about mobility with like invincibility frames. I just like mobility as far as like mixing people up, doing 50-50s and stuff like that. I feel like they could add options on it to in that end. But again, this is a good deal. I like the fact that we have clarity on this now. So when steedoj complains about key blast canceling again, just hit the video with a dislike. That's all you gotta do. Put it in the comment section, shut the hell up. That's all you have to do. At this point, you have proof. If you want the screenshot, I'll put it on Twitter, I'll put it on a community post or something for you to be able to just push it in his face. Because you don't know, you have no understanding how much, I want to say suffering, but how much annoyance you have to go through hearing the crybabies of the Xenoverse 2 community cry about key blast canceling in this game. Like, you can do it too. It's like someone crying about getting sand thrown in their face. And it's like, well, you know, get some sand and throw it back in that other person's face. Quit crying. Don't be a man. Do something about it. Don't come to me about it. Do something about it. I don't want to key blast cancel because it's cheap and you need to. No, you don't know. That's the whole thing, right? You don't know how to key blast cancel. Your mind is stuck on ooga booga, unga bunga. That's what it says. So when you key blast cancel and move around and weave movements up, down, left, right, up, you know, you're doing different things. You have to have big brain to do that. Those are big brain moves. Okay, when you're sitting there, key blast cancel is not right and not fair. No, you're just a simpleton. You're a simpleton. You don't know how to. You can't do it. You're a scrub, and it's embarrassing that you're a scrub after what, like 5 years? 7 years of Xenoverse, and you haven't grasped the concept of key blast canceling. Anyway, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications, because guys, we're gonna start going back to daily uploads. We're gonna have daily content here on the channel, so you don't want to miss any of that. And I might even kick in a live stream or two for the perfectionists, strictly for the perfectionists. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.